Oh boy, this is going to hit close to home for a lot of us because for many it is the first thing we do when we wake up in the morning. It's the last thing we do before we go to bed each night is check our social media accounts and scroll through them all. Social media plays a huge role in our everyday lives, from Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. I mean, we can just keep going, can't we? But we know it can also have a major impact on our mental health. The constant posting, liking, tweeting, scrolling, it can take a toll on our emotions. This afternoon, Dr. Stephen Lahr with Family and Children's Services is here to talk about what we need to be aware of in regards to social media and the impact that it can have on our mental health. Dr. Lahr, always great to have you on. I'm most interested in this. We just came off of talking about the 1818 challenge. We had Sievert and his mom on. She challenged her son from age 12 to 18 to stay off of social media for $1,800 on his birthday, and he got it.
Good deal.
What are you seeing in our community specifically in regards to mental health and social media?
Yeah, so mental health, social media is everywhere, and it's hard to avoid. It's done good for some people, give them new job opportunities, help them not feel alone. But you really need to ask yourself how it's affecting your mental health. In the community, what we're seeing is both an increase in depression and anxiety in children and adults that can be tied to social media use. Some of that negative impact on your mental health comes from that constant of comparing your life to other people and that fear of missing out. Another avenue where social media can be detrimental to your mental health is the time drain. You need to ask yourself, what are you giving up to be on social media? Are you foregoing activities that could be healthy for your mental and physical health? Instead, you're on social media. So the next time you do a binge or on scrolling, you really need to ask yourself, do I feel better right now than I did before I started? And if the answer is no, it's time to start dedicating more time to things that are actually healthy and good for you, and less time to social media.
Yeah. How about if someone feels like social media is kind of hurting their mental health? What steps should they take? What recommendations do you have?
Yeah, sure. It's not always easy just to completely unplug. That's going to be the #1 recommendation. If you can, just turn it off. Start by times in your schedule where you just don't have social media. I'd recommend meal times and 1 hour before bed. That meal time allows you to connect with family and friends, and then 1 hour before bed really allows you to get better sleep. Okay. Another recommendation would be, let's look at how many social media outlets you have. Do you need to be on all of them? Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook. And if you're able to consolidate, that's great. And then, as we know, everything has a notification, and so that can distract you and overwhelm you, make you feel like you really need to respond. So turn off your notifications and develop a schedule where you're like, this is the time where I'm going to check my messages, my posts, and the responses. I mean, how many times have you gone to just check a message and now it's a half hour later, right? You're completely sucked in. So the goal here is for you to control your social media usage, not to feel controlled by social media.
Yeah, you click on one thing before you know it, you're watching Adele live in concert on YouTube, and you're like, well, how did I end up here?
How did I get here?
We're out of time, but quickly, I just wanted to know, for parents that might have that pushback from their teen, how do you get them on board?
So what? Educate them, model good behavior. So if you're on your phone all the time, they're going to be on their phone all the time. And remember, the best filter for social media is the parent or guardian. So follow who your kids are following and check their streams frequently.
Yeah, sometimes easier said than done,
Oh,
but really
100%.
important. Dr. Stephen Lahr, great to see you. Great advice as always.